Hey, how's it going? So, with our last assignment, we are looking at black and white photography, and which means we're converting some of that into in Photoshop from color pictures into black and white pictures. So, just going to go through a couple of ways that we can do this and show you some different types. So, when we just do a search for black and white images, it comes up with a range of images. And you can see that we have a lot that are what I had as on the board with being texture, or they have patterns and things like that. And there's certainly a lot of landscape is done in black and white, but also there is portraiture and things like that as well. You can see there's plenty of patterns in there, and they've also got, most times they've got a strong focal point within the image. So whether it's the flower there, the elephant there, it's good use of rule of thirds. Good use of symmetry in these two here with the two jetties there. Again, with the rule of thirds with the old man. We've got a leading line going there, but also a rule of third. So again, if you're looking at that, and then look at the compositional techniques as when you look at the photograph as well. But you can see there's lots of landscapes in there. Pattern always looks good. A good tonal range within those subjects makes for an interesting photograph. So the other type of black and white that you can do is infrared. And if we swing across and we have do a Google search for that, you can see that there's also still a lot of landscape photography in here. But the colours, the skies are normally quite dark when you compare that to normal black and white. If we look at these skies here, they're dark, but they're not that sort of, that's at night, but they're not that sort of real dark black sort of inky color that they are in infrared. And the trees and anything green really stands out, goes quite white and ghostly. So it is a bit of a different technique to doing both of those things. So within those two things, we can go, there is a, in Photoshop, you can, if I open up an image, and there was a tutorial that we did, but I'll see if I can find that. I should have, here it is here. So if I go open, so this is the photograph that image that we worked on today. And I'm just going to try and see if I can find out the information for you. So I'm going to bring all that up, and we want our layers to come up, and we're going to go to, okay, so the original photo looked like, whoops, this color image here. And the same thing that you normally do in terms of going to the layers. So if we're going to create this into a black and white image, we can go down to adjust in the layers palette, go down to the bottom of there, find the adjustments things button, and then find black and white, and that will give us a black and white image. We can then apply, go to add a second layer to that and apply things like levels and curves to change the tonal values within that space. The other way we could also do that is we can make that, if we want to look at infrared. So if I turn off that black and white one and we turn on the infrared one, you can see that we've got a lot of that sort of really ghostly white on the colors that are there. And within that one, we had to apply, we used the channel mixer to do that. So if we go to, again, it would be like if we go back to that, we go to that and we go to channel mixer, which is there, and it brings up these. We want to change it to monochrome, and then we're going to basically play with these, and we can bring that down, shift the green up. So the green, we want that really quite bright, almost like that, and bringing that red down, and the blue's also got to come down, I think, or go up. Can't remember which way it goes now. And then we can shift the values around with that. So you can play around with that and get some quite different results in terms of what you want to get on your picture. So you can just do the straight black and white mode. You can do like the infrared one there, and you can tweak that a bit to give it some more images. Oh yeah, that one's much brighter compared to what I did. So you can play around with that. So that's one way of doing it. And then as I showed you, the other one was just to go to the straight black and white adjustment layer. And then you go presets up there, and you've got those infrared. There you go. You can see it shifts all that around again. If I turn off that one, what I did. That infrared, you can see it really starts to blow out. So, but again, you can mess around with the different values in here and just slightly tweak that to what you like, and see whether that's what you are wanting or not. So have a play around with that. The straight black and white one, the infrared one. See what you think. If you've got another way of doing it, just make sure you document those in your assignment when you add them in there. And just show the steps on the side here. You can take a screenshot, talk about which adjustment layer you used, and then what presets you went with and why. So good luck with that.